Okay, so in this one, let's look at what an artifact is and then how do we upload it. So guys, an artifact is anything that is an example of stuff that you've done that you're really proud of, or that stuff that you did really well on, and it could also be something that's not necessarily related to the grade. You know, if let's say it's a math practice sheet and you've really been struggling with the concepts and you did really well, let's say you got 5 out of 7 right, even though that's not a perfect 100, that is a good artifact to show your progression in math. Maps that you do in social studies or science are great up here in that group. The other thing you can look at specifically to social studies, if you're doing culturegrams, you can upload the culturegram in here to keep a record of the different countries that you've done research on. And the options are really endless. So let's start with the very first portfolio page, right? So I'm going to add something in here. So I'm going to click, and it says, okay, I can upload, I can select an image, I can select something from Drive. So if I've got a Drive, my Google Drive, I have something there, that's where I would go for that. So I am going to upload an image. And it's going to ask me where I want it from, and so I'm going to go to my desktop. And I'm going to come down here. And this is the picture I want, so I'm going to click Open. And then that's going to put it in there. Now you can resize it. You can add text, you can add a caption, you can crop it. But if you'll just drag it, you'll make it a little bit bigger, and that way you're all there. And then to put in information about myself, I could just type it here, right? So that's uploading a picture. Now if I wanted to upload a document, so let's say that I wanted to maybe put in my college transcript or something, right? So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over, I'm going to go to Drive, and then you can search your drive. So let's see if I got my resume uploaded. All right, so here's one. So what I'm going to do is we're going to take this, I'm going to hit Insert, and it automatically puts it in here for me. Now, one of the tricks, guys, gals, is to make sure that your all of the stuff you're pulling from your drive is actually in a shared folder. So we're going to need to create a shared folder. So let's go to the Google Drive. And so first thing, let's create a folder that says ePortfolio. All right, so we're going to click here. And we're going to do folder. We're going to call it ePortfolio. We're going to create. All right, so now we're going to right click on this. And we're going to set our share settings. So for this, because you're going to be sharing it with your folks as well, you want to make sure that you have it set for anybody with the link so that they can go in and take a look at it, right? So we have that set for that folder. We're going to click Done. And so now this folder is shareable. So if I open it, okay, if I open it and I click on New, now I can do File Upload. and I can go find that same picture and make sure that that's available for anybody who needs to see it. So click here, open, and we just added that picture file. Get that picture. Let's go and find some other files that we want to add. So let's again look at the resume. All right, we're going to enter. Okay, so here's a resume summary. So let's make a copy of this. Make a copy. And then that folder you created is under My Drive. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on that arrow. And then here's our folder, ePortfolio. And then, let's see, so okay, there should be more. Why didn't it show up? I copied it. Okay, well, sometimes it's hard to find stuff. So let's look again. So, resume. So this is a good example of it being important that as you're saving everything, you are putting, going ahead and as you save it, you put it into the folder you want it to. Okay, so here it is. We've got it here. I'm going to click here and I'm going to drag it into there. And yes, I want to do that. So I'm going to click move. And that's in there, right? So now I have that file in. And so then you would continue to do that with any other files, put them into that resume, that ePortfolio folder. And as you save stuff, you'll put it in here, and then that's all stuff that you can upload. All right? All of these things are what's considered artifacts. And that being said, in the next video, we'll talk specifically about what an artifact is and how you can use it to document what you want to document.